Hello, this is Lynn Ponder from Web City Girls, and I want to speak to all of you out there that have had a horrible time trying to lose weight, or you lose weight and it comes back. Well, let me introduce you to the expert, Amy Jaramillo.
Hi, everybody.
Amy has a scientific background in genetics and biochemistry, and she's a graduate from Florida State University.
Go Florida State.
And my sister, Linda Ponder, who you know on Twitter as Ponderella, she's having a hard time and she's gaining weight. So that's how I connect with Amy. And we need to explain to people out there, what is it that you do? You have a weight loss medical program. How does that work for people who want to really lose weight and cannot lose it?
Right? So there's lots of people that try and lose weight and lose weight. There's lots of other people that try and lose weight and either they have a really tough time, the weight just doesn't come off, or they can lose weight, but it just comes right back again. Typically, there's something going on in the background. There's something that's causing that body to gain weight in a way that it shouldn't. And that's typically where a medical weight loss program comes in.
And how does that exactly work?
Well, I tell you, there is no one-size-fits-all. The way that you know that is because there are plenty of people, neighbors, friends, family members, that have done a diet, they've lost weight, you try the exact same diet, and you don't lose anything. The one-size-fits-all approach is not so great for weight loss. The key is to understand medically what's going on, what's causing either your body to gain weight faster than it should, faster than other people eating the same stuff, right? Or making it so much more difficult for your body to lose weight, so even when you diet and exercise, you just don't get the results that other people get, or you don't get the results like you used to. And typically that's the signal that something is out of balance, is out of place, and the key is to go get it checked out.
So you go through like some tests that are going to determine what is the treatment.
Right. So the first thing is really just getting an understanding on the clinical side of what's going on. I'll give you an example. Is it a family history of diabetes and maybe just the very beginning stages? Is it thyroid dysregulation? Is it reproductive hormone changes after pregnancy or during menopause? It doesn't mean that there's always a hormonal issue in place. It does mean, again, if your body's acting differently than it used to, or if it's acting differently than other people. You eat food, the same thing that somebody next to you is eating, you gain weight easily, they don't. Typically there's something. So the key is not to just try and fit a medicine or a medical management to somebody, but instead really to understand what's going on with that person, what's in their family history, what's their own medical history, what could be triggering weight gain. Because once you know that, you can match the perfect approach. Sometimes a diet, sometimes it isn't. It really is a lifestyle change. It could be any number of things. The key is sometimes just eating less and exercising does not equal weight loss. And if you find that you're in that situation, you should go and take a look and see what can help get your body back into the balance that it needs to maintain weight appropriately.
Claro. So with your expertise, people that have had all these issues can lose weight and keep it permanently.
And
right?
That's the key to this whole thing, right? It is no fun to diet. So the idea of doing it over and over again is horribly frustrating. Once you can understand medically the reason that you're gaining weight and use that to lose the weight, that weight will stay off and stay off permanently. The key is not to treat weight gain as its own thing, but rather to consider it as a symptom of something else. That's not always the case, but if it is the case for you, and you don't have to be obese for this to be true. Instead, if you're gaining weight at any weight in a way that you didn't used to, typically that's an indication that something has changed. If you can get a good understanding of what that thing is, then two things, right? You lose the weight, and more importantly, you keep it off.
And to live a happier life, to be healthier. So I highly recommend that you seek the expert, Amy Jaramillo, and guarantee that you're going to be in love with the treatment, and you're going to have a happier life, and it's going to be better all around.
It's good to live in a healthy body. So thin or not, the key is bodies in balance. They do the best, and you'll feel your best.
Thank you so much, Amy. This was a pleasure, and I learned a lot. Thank you.
Thanks, Lynn.